Welcome, my friends of the interwebs, and welcome back to part 2 of my advice for new YouTubers series. Now, listen, I never script anything, guys, ever, and I've done okay for myself. Let me first start out, because I have had a couple people go, well, you know, what credentials do you have to be giving advice to anybody? They didn't put it exactly like that, but they sent me a pin basically saying that. And you know what? Listen, you can take my advice, don't take my advice. You know, I've been around since really from the beginning of YouTube. Depending on what channel you're looking at, I either have 11, almost 12,000 subscribers and millions of views, or I have thousands of subscribers, or I have a few subscribers. Like I said, it depends. I have a lot of channels. But, I mean, you know, clearly if you can get a channel that gets 1 million plus, 2 million, 3 million views, you kind of have a little something knowledge-wise to share. That's just kind of what I'm saying. I don't claim to be any kind of an expert. I am just sharing what my knowledge is. So take it or leave it. If that's not good enough credibility-wise for you, then leave it. Simple as that. Okay, so my point to saying that I don't script anything is I kind of have a general idea of what it is that I want to share knowledge-wise, or the topics that I want to cover. Plus, I've had a lot of people ask me to cover certain things like how do you get subs and how do you make money and all those really big things. But I guess what I'm saying is that if I backtrack over something I previously said in my last video or whatever, deal with it. You know, deal with it. Okay, so I believe I covered everything from, well, not everything from, but I believe I covered starting a YouTube channel, what's in a name, the kind of equipment that you should use. I covered try to make good videos, don't make stupid videos, and that's relative, believe me. I have a lot of videos that people would probably throw into the category of stupid, you know. But here's another thing too I want to say. Actually, you know, I think the first thing I'm going to cover in this video here is YouTube etiquette and taking the high road, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. Etiquette wise, if you see a video that you're not down with, but it's a respectfully done video, it wasn't some kind of hateful thing, but it's not your cup of tea, don't bag on it, don't slam it, just move on. Literally, just move on. You don't have to say your video sucks just because you're not into whatever topic they were trying to cover, or maybe they're a new YouTuber and they're just trying to get their legs under them. YouTube etiquette should really literally be, if you're not down with something somebody's doing, just move on. You know, there are millions and millions of videos. So, you know, I think sometimes people feel the need to say something. You don't always have to leave a comment. You know, it goes back to what your mother told you, and she should have told you at least. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Now, if somebody's being negative or if something demands a negative comment, then sure, absolutely. If it makes you feel better. For example, I have a political channel, and I know for a fact that it makes some liberals feel better by, you know, calling me a big fat fucking idiot. You know, whatever. I give them that, whatever. You know, and chances are I just called their messiah a freaking dirtbag, so it's all good. It's quid pro quo. You know, which reminds me though, when you talk about negative comments or comments on YouTube. If somebody leaves you a negative comment, I know the knee-jerk reaction is to be reactionary, you know, kind of like, somebody hits you, you hit them right back, or at least most of us do. Oh, you shouldn't even say that. Well, anyway, I'm going to tell you from experience, and I know this is the hardest bit of advice that I can give you. It's the hardest for me to take, personally, and that is if somebody leaves you a negative comment, your best bet is simple. Delete the comment, block the person. Actually, you got to block them first. Block them and then boot them, or excuse me, delete the comment. So it's simple. You just, you know, it's that simple, and you move on, because, you know, here's the thing: YouTube has millions and millions and millions of people watching videos, and a fair amount of them are douchebags. That's just the fact. Just like in life. You go to any place, I don't care where you're at in life, a fair amount of the people are going to be assholes. That's just it. That's just the way they were built. It's in their DNA. It's probably a genetic flaw, you know, and unfortunately in the world we live in, it seems like only the idiots are breeding out of control. So, you know, we have to year by year deal with more and more idiots. That's just the way it is. So, but, you know, my best advice to that, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Literally, just move on. Move on. Try to stay positive with your YouTube experience, because in my experience is this. It's a karma thing. Positive breeds positive. Like attracts like. Positive breeds positive. The more positive a person that you can be, the better off you're going to be. The better your channel's going to be, the more respected you're going to be. It's that simple. You know, and you know, here's the thing too. People, sock channels. Sock channels. Here's the thing you should know too. If you do get in a pissing match with somebody, let's say they're a troll or a hater of some sort, chances are they're going to have 50 freaking sock channels. So even if you get back with them, they're going to hit you with every sock channel that they have. So why do you even want to involve yourself with that? Seriously. Doesn't make any sense. Now, usually if you don't feed the trolls, which is a saying, don't feed the trolls. Usually if you don't feed the trolls by commenting back to them and getting in a pissing match, they just get bored and move on. I mean, if you block them, and here's the thing. Typically, with a troll, let's say troll has 4 or 5 sock channels handy, real handy. If you block and delete his comment, he may come back real quick from another channel of his going, oh, you piece of shit, blah, 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 you're censoring me, or whatever. You don't say anything to him, you block that, you boot that. After about the 3rd time, he realizes that he's not going to get the treatment that he's looking for, he's not going to get the negative attention that he craves, and he will move on because he knows that there are plenty of people that will give him the negative attention that he craves. You know, and chances are you'll never hear from this clown again. It's that simple. But I do know that it is very, very difficult to take that advice. Because, you know, when somebody calls you out, it's hard to just, you know, take the high road. It just really is. But it's kind of a necessity. Another thing, you know, as far as taking the high road and not being a troll or not feeding the trolls, honestly, the way, and I haven't always been perfect at this either, the way you carry yourself is going to stick with you for a very long time. It's very hard to, how can I put it? It's very difficult to rehabilitate a reputation. And there are people who have done that, but it's not easy. Some things just stay with you for a very long time. So try your best not to act like a troll. Seriously, try your best not to act like a troll. You don't have to slam people. You don't have to be Billy Badass. You don't have to pretend you're something you're not. Just do your thing. Literally, just do your thing. And the other thing too, you know, promotions. And I want to talk about how to promote your videos, and I will get to that right after I say this about promotions. Actually, you know, I'll just go into promoting, how to promote your video, because that's the other thing too. You know, you make these videos, you put your time and effort into it, and for some people they buy, you know, equipment that's not exactly cheap, and they can't get anybody to watch your videos. Yeah, that's kind of rough. I have to admit, it is. It's kind of rough. Here's what you do. All right, not that I'm the be-all, the know-all, or any of that, but let's talk a little bit about promoting your videos. First, I want to talk about negative promotions, because I'm telling you right now, you do not want to attract the wrong type of viewer. You don't want that. Yeah, you may get a lot of subs out of the gate, and you may even get a lot of comments, and you may feel like, oh, things are taking off for me, but those aren't the people you want in your life. And here's what I mean by that. Some people go by what I call the Jerry Springer school of self-promotion. And that is, what they do is they basically start a fight with somebody, or they start some kind of a negative campaign. And that gets a lot of people's attention, you know. And it may be as simple as, well, I'm not going to name any names, because that's the other thing too. You don't want to feed the trolls, and you also don't want to give undue attention to people who don't deserve it. All right. So let me give you an example. I know a YouTuber, and this YouTuber is actually pretty fairly big in a certain community. And she had called me one time for advice. And she had just made a video basically trolling another YouTuber that is another big YouTuber. Well, let's just say this other YouTuber was larger than her, and I'm sure that this person wanted to get some attention and some of her subscribers, and so she attacked her, and she basically said some really stupid stuff. So when she called me for advice, the first advice I gave her was, listen, one, you should apologize to this YouTuber that you attacked in your last video, and two, you should take that video down. But this person, being from the school of Jerry Springer's promotions, decided that wasn't the way she wanted to go. And I will tell you that she wonders and she cries and she moans about why she's not doing better than she's doing, although she's moderately successful. But the reason why is because, you know, negative bullshit only gets you so far, period. And the person that she attacked, it's funny because that person now has like 20,000 subscribers. But the person that she attacked took the high road. and didn't play into it, didn't take the bait per se. And that's the smart thing to do. Exactly the smart thing to do. Because you get into a pissing match with somebody because they're trying to get some kind of negative promotion going. They're trying to get some big hoopla and some, everybody wants to see a fight, everybody, especially a cat fight, and the truth of the matter is that that invites the wrong type of people into your YouTube life. It just does. So it is what it is. Another thing that person asked me was how to make money on YouTube, and, well, I'm going to get to that in a little bit. So, all right, so how do you promote your channel? How do you do it and do it the right way? Well, there's lots of schools. There is lots and lots of schools on how you promote your YouTube channel. None of them are real easy, truthfully. But I will touch on a few things. I want to tell you, though, and I'm not just doing this as a promotion for her, but if you really want to see somebody that really has a flair for self-promotion, go see Krista Blade. Go see her Facebook channel, and you will see somebody that really puts the effort in, puts the work in, and really has a talent for it. Because I'm going to tell you something, it wasn't all me. If you go to her stuff, you'll find out that the subscribers that I sent her is minuscule in comparison to what she's got going on for herself. But she works at it. She puts a lot of effort into it. So, number one thing that you need to know about promoting yourself is you have to have a passion for promoting yourself. You have to put the work into it. And there's millions of ways to promote yourself. Not any one way is the silver bullet, but it's a kind of a puzzle. It's kind of a pie, per se. There's lots of slices to the pie, but eventually you have a whole pie. So I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But here's the thing. All right, let's just touch on a couple of promotions. These are the times when I do wish I would kind of at least outline stuff, but I'm just going to go off the top of my head. The first and foremost, the best way to promote yourself, in my opinion, is to be proactively involved with other people's channels. And what I mean by that is watch other people's videos. Now, there are some big YouTubers that don't agree with that. In fact, I know a couple of them. They're like, you know what, I'm a content provider. I'm a content creator. I'm not a video watcher. If people expect me to watch their stuff, they're barking up the wrong tree. Whatever. I get that. I don't agree with it, but I do get it. And then, like I said, there's some pretty successful YouTubers that take that approach. My approach has always been to actively involve myself in a community. And whether that's the knife, gun, gear community, or the political community, or whatever, the vlogging community, I like to actively involve myself in that. But I also have a little more time than some people have. And so basically what I do is I watch videos, I comment on videos, and I leave comments on people's channels to let them know that I've got their back or I am actively engaged in what they're doing. Because what that does is foster, one, a sense of community, and it also promotes loyalty. Literally promotes loyalty. And I know a lot of people who are loyal as hell to my channel because they know I'm loyal as hell to their channel. Now, you can't, at some point, okay, Krista's starting to find this out, at some point you can't watch everybody's videos. It's impossible. You don't have enough time in the day. I think Krista told me that she gets somewhere around 300 or 400 PMs every day on her Facebook, and that doesn't include the PMs that she gets on YouTube. And she said, Uncle Rich, I just can't even answer it all. And well, I get that. And you know what? Nobody expects you to. And if they do expect you to, screw them, because they don't get it. I told her, I said, you got to at that point, you've got to create some kind of pecking order. And the pecking order basically starts from the people who support you the most. So if somebody's done a shout-out video for you, they're at the top of the pecking order. It's that simple. And just whatever works. Somebody buys a poster from her. These things all factor in. These people have to be respected much more than people who haven't really done anything to promote you or to have your back. So, okay, so you know what? All right, so we've discussed. I'm going to segue into social networking because that's kind of a big thing. Social networking is very, very tricky, but it's necessary. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't do the Facebook thing. Well, if you don't do the Facebook thing, your channel is going to be limited, and chances are you're really not going to ever be very successful on YouTube. Let me give you an example of how social networking can make a big difference. And I'll even talk a little bit about money, but this won't be the focus. I have a video on my Colonel Richard Hunter channel called Typical Obama Supporters Exposed. Now, if you're listening to this and you happen to be an Obama supporter, don't get all butthurt. Just take this for what it's worth. Take out of this what you can get out of it. Okay. Typical Obama supporters exposed. Which, by the way, goes also to naming videos. Because that was a very a very, how can I put this, intriguing title, and a lot of people had to check it out. You know, I posted that video, I think in September, whenever Mitt Romney was in Toledo. I don't remember now. Okay, and when I posted that video, it went viral. Now, what a viral video can mean to you is this simple. It can mean thousands of dollars. Okay, remember, now this isn't about the money end of things, but I want to tell you that that one video still pays me about $100 a month. That one video gave me enough money, okay, to where, well, let me put it this way. There is not an AR-15 made today that's pimped out that I could not have bought. Piston driven makes no difference. I literally made thousands of dollars on that one video. Okay. Now, how did it go viral? Well, if you look at the stats, the majority of the views came from Facebook. So basically, I posted it to my Facebook. My fans on Facebook, or friends on Facebook, they shared it. And then their friends shared it. And then their friends shared it. And then their friends shared it. So it became, well, that's where they get the term viral. It became like a virus spreading everywhere, you know. Now, could that have happened without Facebook? Not as likely. Now, could somebody that was on my YouTube, in my YouTube family, posted it to their Facebook and let it go like that? Yeah, it could have. But Facebook is still the key, okay? And Twitter, by the way. And Twitter's a little unique, and I'll get to that in a second. But see, here's the thing. You have to have a Facebook, in my opinion, if you want your YouTube or internet adventures to become successful. There's lots of stuff you can do with Facebook. There's a lot of communication that can happen on Facebook that just, it's not really feasible for YouTube. Facebook has more of a real-time communication capability. Now, there's two types of Facebooks too. Remember this. There's the personal Facebook, and then there's the fan page Facebook. I don't have a fan book or fan page, but I know Krista just started one. I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but it does seem just at first glance like there's less capabilities for the fan page than there is for the personal, but I don't know that to be true. But I will tell you that if you want to see somebody work their Facebook page to drive traffic to their YouTube page channel, you need to watch Krista. And here's what she does. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what she does, because what she does, most of it is basically from recommendations from me. I've guided her in a lot. I've basically mentored her. Now, I'm not taking all the credit for her because she is fierce. She is dedicated, and she puts the work and time and effort into it, and she does a lot of that. I mean, that girl's studying. She got a book in one hand and her laptop in her lap doing Facebook. I mean, I don't know how she does it. Of course, she's young and lots of energy. I ain't got it like that. So, but I'm not trying to steal any of her thunder, because she's definitely earned. But what I'm telling you is that she took my advice and she ran with it, and you can see where she's going. I mean, she maxed out on her friends on Facebook in no time. And now she's got a fan page, and I don't know what it's doing because I haven't really paid attention to that. But, you know, listen, here's what she does. Now, yeah, some people will argue that she's an attractive young lady and it makes it easier. Maybe that's true. Maybe that is true. But you can use, first let me tell you what she does. She takes photos of herself, usually photos of herself modeling some type of firearm or knife or sword or something like that. And then she posts it. And when she posts it to Facebook, if you look to the right, you'll see a message from her that says, the one that sticks out in my head is she's got a Smith & Wesson 686. And she says, hey guys, if you want to see me shooting this bad boy, click the link below, or something like that. Well, her link below is to a video of her shooting that. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's just her YouTube channel. But where that's important is, I don't know what the percentage is, but a certain amount of people do that. Well, here's the thing. That video is monetized, okay? So she uses her Facebook popularity to drive traffic to her YouTube channel or videos, and those videos are monetized, and therefore she's got a likelihood of being paid for that. And I'll get into the whole monetization and how to make money in a little bit, maybe probably the next video. So just hang tight on that. But I'm just telling you what she's doing, and it's working for her. It absolutely works for her. Plus, too, you know, and if you look at, and she's looked at her Facebook fans or friends, there's a huge portion of them that are not coming from YouTube. So it draws in a whole nother segment of the internet and introduces them to her YouTube channel. So it's a self-marketing tool that she's using with brilliance, in my opinion. I mean, it is what I advised her to do. I will tell you, I'm very pleased to see her take to it so vigorously, so vigorously. So, that's really helped her, and one of the reasons that she is as successful as she is. It's all about self-promotion. Now, look at her Facebook and just see how she promotes herself. It's pretty impressive. So not just the photos, but she also takes her videos. So if she creates a YouTube video, and in all her YouTube videos, I'm pretty sure all of her YouTube videos are monetized. Because I told her, monetize all your videos. There's only a few exceptions to that rule. She then shares those to her Facebook page directly, and then when she does that, she says, hey guys, please, I think she says like, rate, share, maybe she doesn't, but something to that effect, this video. Also, when she sees a video that isn't getting the views that she wanted, because sometimes YouTube's algorithms and sometimes YouTube's counters are jacked up. And she knows when that happens because, for example, she does a shooting video, and if it doesn't get 1,000 views on it, she knows something's screwed up. And it's not typically her video because most guys want to see her shooting guns. That's just the way it is. So she'll go back, she'll post it or reshare it to Facebook and say, hey guys, can I get some more love on this video, or can I get some more views on this video? Or I don't know how she puts it, it doesn't really matter, but it's a way to boost up. Because here's the thing. When most people are searching for videos, let's say, we'll just use the 686 for example. Let's say somebody's searching for 686 in YouTube, and there's a whole list of videos. People are attracted to success. That's what they're attracted to. There's a kind of a mental image that people have when they see a video that has a lot of views. They're like, oh, this must be a good video. So there can be a video that has 50 views that's a phenomenal video. And then a video that has 1,000 views and it's mediocre, and people will just naturally gravitate to the one with 1,000 views. That's just the way it is, because success attracts that. That's what it does. People want to be part of that. So Krista will use her Facebook to make sure that certain videos get more views. Videos that she thinks are decent, or videos that she thinks will have some legs, and typically she wants videos to have at least 1,000 views. And that's why if you are friended to her on Facebook, you will see from time to time, I don't know how often, but there are certain videos that she does double down, triple down, quadruple down in promoting them, because she wants those to have over 1,000 views, because it makes a difference. So using social networking is very, very key to your success on YouTube. Now, Twitter is a different animal. Twitter is a very fascinating social networking platform that I am not qualified to even talk about, because I don't do a lot of tweeting. The tweeting that I do is more spamming. It's a fine line between spamming and tweeting, and for me at least. For example, I don't remember what video it was, but I had a video, and it was a political video. It was during the election cycle, and I wanted to get it to make sure that some of the bigger networks got. I think it was my Obama video, my Obama supporters video. So basically, what I would do is I would go to, say, Fox News, which ended up carrying this on their website, so it does work, but it is spam. Here's what I did. I would go to Fox News Channel. Maybe it was Riley, maybe it was Hannity, whoever. And then I would literally go to the ad thing and send them this message. Hey guys, check out this typical Obama supporters video. Well, I did that like, I don't remember how many times, 15 times, and then Facebook's very quick to put you into their little Facebook jail, or excuse me, Twitter jail. And they basically said that I was spamming and that I needed to have a little timeout. I don't remember the words now, but it did work, and it did help my video go viral. And I made a lot of money on it. So, they put you in a timeout for about 3 days. And it's like I said, it's a fine line. I think Krista told me that happened to her too. She did the same thing. So you want to send your videos to pertinent people. I think Krista said I told her, I said, you want to get your gun videos in front of conservatives. I said, that's what you want. I said, so I don't remember what video it was, but it was some gun video she did. I said, look, send it to Dana Lash. So she's a big fan of Dana Lash. Of course, I turned her on to Dana. Dana Lash, in case you do not know, is a conservative radio host out of Missouri. So anyway, she did. She sent a video to Dana Lash, and the next thing she knew, Dana Lash retweeted that video. to her gazillion, freaking followers, listeners, whatever. So, yeah, that's how you use these things. But the Twitter thing is difficult, and I don't even think Krista does a lot of tweeting, just because it's, like I said, the next thing you know, you get threatened to be booted off of Twitter permanently and all this kind of crap. Facebook's getting kind of goofy, too, like that. I don't get the whole cap of 5,000 friends. Now, I've never had to deal with the cap of 5,000 friends like Krista has, but, where they came up with that number, 5,000, is, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so anyway, that's social networking. There's a million other social networking sites that you can utilize to promote your YouTube channel. And by the way, just to make it simple for you, the reason you use these other sites to promote your YouTube channel is because right now, YouTube's all you're getting paid on. Okay, or your website. You can promote your website if you have AdSense on your website. So basically, you're driving traffic from social networks to the sites, either YouTube or your website or your blog or whatever, that you actually can get paid on. Okay, see how that works? Now, another thing I want to talk about as far as self-promotion goes, there's a million different ways, is contests. And people have contests all the time. I am kind of the godfather of contests. And I don't say that to make myself out to be something special. In a lot of ways, I kick myself for even starting that nonsense. But I was one of the first people to have a massive contest. I think I called it my Contest Palooza or something like that. And I had people donating stuff for it. I ended up giving, I don't even know. It was tremendous. But here's the thing. The biggest reason to have a contest is to, one, give back to your subscribers and your friends, but truthfully, that's secondary. I don't care what anybody says. The number one reason to have a contest is to expose yourself. Basically, by having a contest, you're requiring, if you do it right, you're requiring other people to create video shout-outs to you. So it's like the viral thing that I explained with Facebook, where they share it with their friends share it with their friends, same difference. So basically, you have a cool contest with a cool prize, and you say, hey, you got to make a video response. Well, the reason you do that is because you're getting a shout-out video out of it. That's exactly what's happening. Anybody that says differently is full of it. I'm sorry. Let's just keep it real. Because this is about helping people. This isn't about, well, I don't do that. That's not why I do it. I love my fans, and I'm trying to give back to them. Whatever. I mean, dude, I fucking started this thing. So anyway. But here's my thing, and it's the same advice that I gave Krista. And if you notice, she took it. Don't have a contest till you get to 1,000 subs. Don't do it. Because, one, it's annoying as hell. Two, it's not going to give you the kind of bang that you were hoping for. You'll get a few new subs, no doubt about that. But it's really not worth the money. And here's the thing, when I see these people I've put up 10 videos, so I'm having a contest, or I've got 10 subs, I'm having a contest. It cheapens the whole thing. Not to mention, once everybody starts doing that and it's become this, literally everything becomes like this big, giant contest channel, and that blows. So try to wait till you get to 1,000 subs before you start having contests. That's just my opinion. You don't have to take it. I'm not trying to get anybody butthurt over this, but I'm just saying, I didn't have a contest till I probably had 1,800, maybe even 2,000 subs. Krista didn't have one till she had 1,000 subs. That's my advice to people. To have a contest every drop of the hat because you want to get some more subscribers is, in my opinion, douchebaggery. That's my opinion. My opinion is what it is. It's like an asshole. Everybody's got one. All right. The other thing I want you to know, though, too, as far as promotions go, and there's a million ways to do contests, too. You can partner up with people, have a group contest. There's all kinds of ways to do that to help promote yourself and their channels, too. But the other thing I want to talk about as far as promoting your channel, do not forget about traditional media. Seriously, a lot of people don't realize this, but traditional media, whether it's print media or whatever, is not such a bad thing. And as you know, if you can get 50 new followers or subscribers, that's 50 new subscribers. So I'm not saying spend a bunch of money to advertise, but if you've got something really cool going on, let your local newspaper know, or there's all kinds of college publications, depending on your age group. Let them know that. There's different ways you can do it. Hell, to be honest with you, even printing out flyers and going door to door saying, hey, check out my YouTube channel. People are always looking for something cool to look for on the internet. Anyway, look, we're almost at half an hour. I'll start back up with more of this, and then I'll go into how to monetize and make money in my next video. Everybody take care. See ya!